it's Peter, and welcome to my channel. Peter likes books. I cannot believe it is almost Christmas, you guys. It's so crazy. And so many people are getting out of school and work already, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish that was me, and I would just sit around and read all day long. It's so beautiful and snowy outside, and I love it so much. And you guys want to see, oh my God, I'm gonna show you a little secret, okay? What I woke up to. Woo, look at that. Is that not absolutely beautiful? I love it so much. All those trees and stuff. Our windows are a little dirty. But anyway. So, and then look at that. Christmas time is here. My Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Okay. My favorite bookish reading place. Well, I don't really like to read at this place, but it is my favorite bookish place. Now, if you watch my videos, let's say go back to May, when I first started my BookTube channel, I was like obsessed with buying books and owning books, and I was like, I love to buy books, I love to own books, I love them so much. Well, that's changed a little bit, okay? And what's funny is, I think as a reader, I'm constantly changing like what I like to read and all this kind of stuff. And it was interesting because I was talking to this guy last night that's older, and he was like, oh, my wife and I, we read so much. And I was like, well, what do you read? And he was like, all mysteries. And I was like, oh my God, I used to read all mysteries. And now I'm, like, I went through this period where I was reading all young adult. And I think a lot of it got really repetitive because I read so much contemporary young adult. And so I think it got, I don't know, just very repetitive. Even though we're going to talk about that in a second. I just can't stay away from the YA contemporary. I love it, okay? I love it so much. But anyway, can you tell I'm in a good mood today? I'm like in such a good mood today. 2 days in a row, I have gotten up at 7 o'clock in the morning and just gotten so much stuff done. I went to bed at 10 o'clock the last 2 nights. And it's so wonderful going to bed that early. Like, I usually stay up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's been like awesome getting up that early. I've loved it. So anyway, my favorite reading place in the entire world is the library. And if you've watched my videos from the beginning, what you'll know is that I didn't used to go to the library. I had a real bad experience about it because I stole from the library when I was younger. I'm so ashamed of it to this day. But anyway, I am now a proud library patron, and I go there, and today I had to go to the bathroom, and you're not supposed to take your library books into the bathroom. So I said to the lady, I said, can I leave these right here, please, while I go to the restroom? She's like, yeah, absolutely. People are so nice. Librarians are so nice at my library. And I go to the Nora Library in Indianapolis. So it's part of the Marion County Library System. And I love them so much. And one of the things I love is that, like, every time I go there, brand new books are out. I mean, brand new books that you want to read are there. And I'm like, why am I going to, and always surprises that I forgot that I wanted to read, like I'm going to talk about one today. But I'm like, why am I going to the bookstore and spending $25 on a book just to own it at the end, when 90% of the time, if I love the book, I loan it out anyway and give it to somebody, and then they forget to give it back to me. And so I was like, why don't I just start going to the library, which is what I've been doing. And the library always has my new favorite books. And like today, they had the Wally Lamb book. Oh, you guys know I'm a diehard Wally Lamb fan, right? She's Come Undone. I love that book. It's probably my top 5 all-time favorite books. If you're looking for a book to read that you've never read before, or a book to give somebody as a Christmas present, She's Come Undone by Wally Lamb changed my life. Seriously, I love that book so much. And then the second one that he wrote, which is called This Much I Know Is True, which is like this long, and it was about he and his twin, it was about 2 twins. And one, I think, had schizophrenia, had some kind of mental disorder, but anyway, I think it was schizophrenia, and it was in a nursing home, and the mother died. That book was phenomenal and blew my socks off too. And he has a new one out, and then he wrote a Christmas one, and now he has Wishing and Thinking, or Wishing, something like that. But he has a new one out, and it was like $25 at Barnes & Noble. I was like, no ma'am, And they had it at the library today. I couldn't believe it. And they had the new Ransom Riggs book, which, you guys, I'm not real sold on this Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I have like a half an hour left. I'm like really dragging through this book, you guys. I was thinking about this to myself the other night. My friend Tanya got in the car, and she's like, it was playing when she got in the car, and I was pausing it, and she goes, oh, I missed that. She goes, you haven't picked me up in a long time when an audiobook is playing. And I was like, I just haven't really gotten into an audiobook. And in the last month, literally on Audible and all their sales, I've probably bought 10 new books, right? And because the sales have been phenomenal on Audible. And I was like, but I just haven't gotten into a book. And she's like, well, what are you listening to? And I was like, Ransom Riggs, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I said, I don't love it. I said I wanted so bad to love this book and I wanted to read the rest of the series, but I don't even know if I'm going to now. But anyway, they had, so tell me if you think I should read the rest of the series. They had, or if anybody else felt the same way that I did, if the series gets better, if it doesn't. Like, I love The Last Star by Ricky Yancey. I hated the last two. I wish I hadn't wasted my time. I wish I had just read The Last Star, and I wish I had never seen that movie. That movie was horrible. But anyway, this is a rambling bookish video. So anyway, yeah, and they had Ransom Riggs' new book out, which is called, like, Peculiar Beasts or whatever, which is very similar to J.K. Rowling's book that came out, the title, and I was like, that's interesting. But they had that brand new one. I almost got it, and I thought, you don't want to read this book. You just want to get it because it's new. Leave that for some child that wants to read that book, or adult, I guess, like me. Do you ever do that? Do you ever take out books because they're brand new, and you're like, I want it, and then you're like, why do that? I was so happy today, I limited myself to 3 books. So anyway, all 3 of them were brand new, and one of them, I mean, a couple of them aren't, they're not, these 3 that I got are not brand new, but I am so excited about them. But one of the things I want to show you is, so the library has become my new favorite place, okay, bookish place. And one of the things I love, I did my video yesterday about my favorite bookmarks, so go check it out. But I love that they have free bookmarks at the library, okay? And I'm just going to go through these somewhere. I wear myself out sometimes. I'm just going to go through and tell you what they are. Okay, so this one's a list of all children's classics on CD, which I love. And then this one is all chillers, and it's all like authors' names, which, you know, is awesome. And what's his name? They don't even have my favorite on here that wrote Endless Night. Of course they don't, but they do, of course, have Dean Koontz on here. Jack Ketchum, they have him. I love Jack Ketchum. Do you guys read Jack Ketchum? If you like that horror stuff, I love it. Historical romance, which I don't love, but I mean, these are, do you see? They have all the authors' names. Romance authors. Urban fiction. British mysteries. And then they have this one called, Hey, in a hurry, need some books for your little one? Grab a bunny book bag and go. And so they have these bags, okay, read to your bunny, and someday your bunny will read to you. And I love that because my mom, you know, used to take me to the library and she would read to me, and I was thinking about, I miss my mom, it's Christmas, I miss my mom. But I was thinking about this because when my mom was sick, she would say, before she passed away, she would say, sweetie, can you just sit on the edge of the bed and read to me? She loved that I read to her. And I was thinking about that when I read that bookmark, that like, my mom read to me when I was little, and then in turn, I got to do that for her. And I think that was such a cool thing. And they always have these coloring, do you see this? These coloring bookmarks, which I love so much. And then they always have a helpful tip, and this one was dealing with cyberbullies, which I love. And they tell you, these are the tips for kids on dealing with cyberbullies. Ignore the person, block or delete the person, change your information. If there is a profile that was created about you without your knowledge, contact the company which runs the site to have the profile or language taken off. If you're upset about what is being said, talk to someone you trust. I think those are great ideas. Never arrange to meet with someone you met online unless your parents, friends, or a trusted adult go with you. And that should actually go for adults too. And I'm not joking about that, like seriously. I've had some of my friends that have met up like online dating and stuff in horrific situations, you guys. It's very, very dangerous. So the first book I got, I don't know anything about this, but it's by Thomas Snigoski, and it's called Savage. And it's about this girl that lives on this island. And what I love is that the chapters are really short. Like, let me show you. Is this the one? No, it's the other one. But anyway, it's about this girl that is going to college in Boston, and she lives on this island, and there's like this hurricane that hits, and then something supernatural happens. Have you guys read this book, Savage? I haven't read it. I'm so excited. And then the second book I got, I've been wanting to buy this book, and so I just got it at the library. This is the one that the chapters are really short. Do you see? I love books with short chapters. You see this? And this is Laurie Halse Anderson's The Impossible Knife of Memory, and it's the story about a girl, and they've traveled a lot, and they're going back to her dad's hometown, and he's an alcoholic and a drug addict, and she meets somebody and falls in love. I don't know much more about it than that, but since I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict, I love any stories to do with that, so I'm super excited about that. And then the third one I've talked on here a lot about. It's like the book that I've wanted to read this year. And I hope you guys don't say in the comment section below that book sucked, because I've been so excited. And this is a book that I wanted solely based on the cover. And that is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. And I have seen this book so many times and almost picked it up. I love the cover so much. I think it is a gorgeous cover. So anyway, I am super, super excited about this book. This is the one I'm tearing into tonight. It was interesting because I went to the library with the idea that I was going to pick 5 books, the first book from every series, or from 5 different series, and I was going to try different series out, like, in whatever one I liked, I was going to stick with. And I wanted to get, you guys are going to die, because my husband diehard loves this TV show. I wanted to get the very first Pretty Little Liars book by Sarah Shepard, but they didn't have it. They had all the other ones, but not the first one. So somebody out there got my idea. So if you guys read the Pretty Little Liars books, are they good? Do they follow the TV show? Because I watched the first season. So if they did, then I don't want to read them. But if you guys have series that I have to read, let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Halloween season. I love you so much. Excuse me. Follow me on all my social media. It's listed below, and I will talk to you later. Bye.